Just before 3 this afternoon, take a look, folks. This is from our WHAS 11 drone video flying over the long carpool line at No Middle School. Of course, No sits right next to Manual High School near downtown. The line is wrapped around the place and moving slowly. Dismissal time for No Middle is 3:20 and was 3:20 this afternoon. As we said, the carpool line is turning out to be the big story on this first day of school.
And the chairman of the school board for JCPS, Dr. Corrie Shull, he's also been following this bus ride closely, that's for sure.
He arrives to WHAS 11 after sitting in a long car rider line of his own. You told me on the phone moments ago, how long did you wait in your own daughter's line?
Well, my daughter's school dismissed at 3:20, and so I thought that I was sort of beating the rush by arriving at 2:50, and she got in my vehicle right at 4:44.
So about 2 hours.
So yeah, it was a pretty extensive wait, but what I noticed is the school-based personnel really taking great care of students. They were taking every child by the hand, giving special attention to kindergartners and first graders, making sure that they all got into the right vehicle and that everyone was safe. So I didn't mind the extra wait time because I knew that our staff was taking very, very good care of our students.
Being on the board, of course, you're much calmer than most parents, maybe.
Possibly.
How were they taking it out there today?
Most people had positive attitudes. I'm sure that people were exhausted from the wait. Many of those people, so I was not at the front of the line. So let me admit that I was, you know, when I pulled up to the school at 2:50, I was on the street in front of the school, and that's where I waited for quite some time. And so there were a lot of parents already ahead of me waiting on their students.
So Dr. Shull, we've had the dismissal times today, 2:20, 3:20, and 4:20. You're tied into the school board and the school system as well about how the ride is going home. Give us the latest update. Are they going to avoid the 10 p.m. drop-off this year?
I have total confidence that we will avoid being any later than 7:30. So everything is running not perfectly, but pretty smoothly considering all of the changes that have been made.
Well, you saw that. You saw the video we just showed from No Middle School. What runs through your mind? You yourself were sitting in a carpool line for 2 hours.
Right. Well, every first day of school, you have longer car rider lines. And so, you know, students are learning a new way of dismissal. For many of those students, it may have been their first time at that school. And no, of course, that's a middle school. Many of those students, it was their first time at that school. Their parents, many of them, it's the first time that they've been dropping their children off or picking their children up. And so everybody is learning a different routine. And so there has to be more time allotted for that.
But with about going from 60,000 to 40,000 now on the bus, is that about right?
Yes.
Students. So with that many then having to be transported by car, did you all discuss, you know, carpool backups?
We have discussed a lot of things. Carpool backups, of course, come with other legalities. There have to be certain insurances in place and other stop gaps to ensure the safety of our students, and so that wasn't something that the district took on. We encourage parents to do so and communities, churches and community organizations. That's something that they could do and be a part of, but that's not something that the school system has chosen to take on right now.
Now, I know you know how much is riding on this first day of school.
Yes,
probably the most important one I've seen around here in decades. You've been in contact with them, JCPS, since the beginning. How, at this moment here, it's 10 after 5, are you grading this back to school that is so important?
I give it a B+. I think with all of the challenges that we faced, with all of the adjustments that we've had to make, with having to reduce at least 15,000 students from buses, having to find various ways to include the community in these new strategies. I think that we've been up against a lot, and Dr. Polio and his team, they've done an exceptional job at meeting the challenges, and today I think is a win. It's a win not only for JCPS, but for Louisville as a whole.
Okay, we still have to wait. See,
I was going to say, the day's not over yet.
Will they hit 7:30?
Well, I hope so. I believe that they will. I think we may even beat 7:30.
Okay.
I think we'll beat 7:30, and so don't hold me to it.
But we'll see. Thank you, Dr. Shull, for coming in.
My pleasure.
I'll remind people he was the only school board member to come on the day after the transportation disaster last year, so we appreciated your transparency and honesty about what happened then. So hopefully we've got the turnaround underway as we're witnessing it.
I believe we do. Thank you for letting me be with you.
Thank you. For more coverage on the first day of school, we've got a lot posted for you at WHAS11.com.